All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw here on 1st down. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 4. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to the air here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will take over. They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's caught for the first. Running down the left side. All the way, touchdown, Indians! The Colts don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Spears running behind center. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Quick throw finds about right. And he's brought down for a loss. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made down the right sideline.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Now we'll give to Spears, coming left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And he's blocked down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
This is Spears heading left. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Colts take over 3rd and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw here from Richardson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. So it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw again. Richardson. Setting up the screen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He's got a man left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Play action with Richardson. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Richardson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Colts are ready for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Back now, pressure on its way. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. It's his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Plowing up the middle. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
Keep running.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pickman's got it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Throw it. Listen that. They can't stop us. 19 Tiger.
He tries to sneak it, and he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Fullback trying to power it across. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Offense in the hurry-up here. He has it on the QB sneak. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. Running it on 4th and goal. That has to take some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the time there were some rushes before it that came up short.
It's guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept the field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Chased out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a gain of 22. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They'll throw it again. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. He's on the move. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Play action on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Colts pick it up. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but then, while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. They'll come up 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hauled in left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Titans aggressive in defending the pass here. They're in dime. Third down coming. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Completed here to Spears. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They've got a man in motion. To throw it on 1st down. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll move the chains on that play. Offense up to the line fast. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Spears. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, the fullback that gets you the hard yards, it gets you those first downs on 3rd down. Not too much different than that 3 would in my golf bag. Just something trusty about it when I really need it.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Going right back to the fullback, next play. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
He's not their bell cow. He's certainly not their breakaway type of runner, but he got the job done. He simply had to get forward, reach the 1st down before the defense could knock him back.
So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood.